Lewis! 3 weeks ago, on April 26, 2024, I posted a video titled Perception. In the video, I described how China has already won the war of perception. I pointed out that China did this with very minimal effort. It was actually Western hypocrisy that has put China easily out front in the war of perception. In relation to that video, a friend of mine sent me a text. He let me know that you had posted a live stream with a non-binary friend, which included a good example of Western hypocrisy that has helped China to win the war of perception. Before I get started, I'll post a few clips here so anyone watching will know who you are and which of you is the non-binary friend.
Fire on you while you're there, and they keep a watchful eye on you.
Why is he, she, her, him wearing pajamas?
I don't know, because
Oh.
it's cute.
Oh, okay.
Right, and I like cats.
We were at a Hong Kong market, but we filmed somebody and they didn't want to be on the film, and for good reasons.
For good reason? Are you going to give us the context, Lewis?
Here's the Hong Kong market, and it's very interesting. It is very interesting. Now, we're not really going to stop and talk to anybody here, because I'm a little bit aware that there are a lot of people, you know, especially they come from Hong Kong, they've come all the way to the UK, right? And they're still afraid of the CCP.
Still afraid of the CCP? What's the context for that, Lewis?
Yeah, and a lot of them don't want to be on camera. That's fine. So we're not really going to stop and talk to many people. We're just going to look at some of the stalls.
Lewis, it seems that you do know the context. You're just not telling us. Oh, I see light brown jacket here, black t-shirt. Doesn't look very official. I mean, I don't see any one of those official tags or anything.
Oh, there's an organizer here. Hi there.
Hi, are you the organizer?
Can you stop the filming? I just want to ask some background before you
Uh,
do the...
Oh, I mean, we're trying not to interview people.
Yeah.
We don't want people to be on camera
Yeah,
because,
'cause,
you know, we understand that there are sensitive issues and
Oh, now he, she, him, her is going to speak up.
Then maybe we just won't film here.
Maybe we
and
won't
go
film here
just
then.
to a different spot.
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
thank you so much for understanding that.
No, we
Facing the
understand.
camera,
Because they are-
Lewis.
We understand.
Yeah,
You understand, but you still don't give your viewers any context, do you, Lewis?
Yeah, like the way,
Outside
you
of
know,
the
like
stove area.
usually if somebody tells me I can't film somewhere, I will tell them that it's a public place and filming is okay.
I'm sorry.
And you're very aware of that,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I
You know what I mean?
know,
But
I know.
because I understand your situation, absolutely, like
yeah,
I will respect it.
Okay, now from this clip, one might assume that the hypocrisy I'm talking about is that if this was a mainland Chinese market, you would have pulled a Brenda Kavanaugh, wouldn't you have?
Let's go for a little walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like if somebody usually tells me I can't film in a public place, I would totally tell them to F off, right? But because
Yeah,
because of the situation.
In this case, you say you understand their situation. Lewis, is it possible you're protecting criminals? Is that the context?
Maybe we can find a little pinky
Yeah.
to have a confrontation on camera with.
The
Little
people-
pinkies usually bring good views.
Oh, now apparently he, she, him, her wants a confrontation with a little pinky. Because apparently that brings good views. You and your non-binary friend would no doubt label any Chinese national either CCP or little pinkies for the dastardly act of being as proud of their country as you are of yours. Terrible, eh?
I just think it's interesting that the people from Hong Kong are just still afraid, even in England, they're afraid of the CCP. That is how terrible the CCP are.
Lewis, it's not how terrible the CCP is. The fact is, there are potentially criminals there, according to what you might consider a draconian national security law applied in Hong Kong. It's not the average person who leaves China that is afraid to be on camera. China could shake those people off like fleas. Criminals don't like cameras, Lewis.
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
Let's take a closer look at that draconian national security law of Hong Kong.
First, some people on the other side of the planet are angry about Hong Kong making use of its national security law. This law says that if you're working in secret for a foreign power to damage our community, you are a criminal. It's aimed at people who are working in secret for a foreign power to use or abuse their knowledge in a way that causes harm to our citizens. What makes Hong Kong think some of their anti-government activists were working for foreign powers? Because it's not a secret, actually. It's not Hong Kong saying that even. The CIA's National Endowment for Democracy and other organisations have sent millions of dollars to anti-government groups in Hong Kong.
Oh, interesting.
When you read negative stuff about Hong Kong or about mainland China, you'll notice it tends to be given with zero context. So let's think about what we're being told and mentally put back that missing context.
What was the context that you didn't provide, Lewis?
So we read that Hong Kong has an anti-subversion law. We read that Hong Kong's law is draconian.
And here comes the real hypocrisy. Wait for it.
If you're working in secret for a foreign power to damage the UK, you will be a criminal. This is aimed at people working in secret for a foreign power to use or abuse their knowledge in a way that causes harm to our citizens.
So, as you can see, it's the same thing. Except it's not exactly the same thing. You see, UK national security laws and anti-protest laws are much, much harsher.